Let me give you an example. It was good in the beginning for Mayweather to walk around with Tank Davis, to be in the interview standing next to Tank Davis in the beginning, right? Correct? In the beginning, that was necessary. Tank Davis didn't have notoriety associated with his name at first. I'm talking about when he was 11-0, when he first went over there, right? People were associating him with Mayweather. But Mayweather realized, oh, we're getting $1 million at least and up for Tank Davis's purses. He got the world title. Goal was accomplished. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather needs to not be around him anymore? No. Does that mean that Floyd Mayweather shouldn't talk in interviews anymore? No. What that means is it's time for Tank Davis to start talking more and Floyd start talking less, so that the fan base that we captivated from promoting and building him up can start attaching themselves to Tank Davis. Now, I wish somebody would say they disagree. And some of you might, and I'm glad you might, because now I can use it as a teachable moment. Because guess what? Tank Davis got the status now. He don't need Floyd Mayweather standing next to him in the interview now. Y'all see my point? He don't even need a world title no more. He don't even need to build more notoriety to be able to get only $1 million in purses. What I'm saying is the goal was accomplished to a point where the goals of gaining all of these things for Tank Davis are not even necessary anymore. The $1 million purse, at least, the world title, and Mayweather himself standing next to him doing more talking. That was the mission. That was the goal, to bring the notoriety to Tank. Once the audience was captivated, once we accomplished those goals, now the fighter got to carry it on from there. And guess what? It exceeded the level of certain people's expectation, and Mayweather don't even have to be in the room no more. He don't even have to be at the press conferences anymore. Tank Davis don't even need a belt anymore. But you see the money that he generates, right? And it's not just on one coast. You can take Tank Davis to Atlanta, Georgia, down south. He gonna sell out. You can take him to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. He gonna sell out. Don't move too far. Don't move too far. Still in the DMV area. Go down the street and take him to Washington, D.C. He gonna sell out. Go on the West Coast, California. He gonna sell out. Stay right there on the West Coast. Take him over there to Vegas. He gonna sell out. You see my point? And he's generating way more than just the minimum of a $1 million purse. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Tank Davis is on superstar level, not star level. He exceeded the star level. He's on superstar level, superstar status. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this ain't about your favorite fighter. We talking business. See, I'm standing on good business. You know, the saying is standing on business. No, I don't stand on just business. Everybody say that. I stand on good business. That's what I'm talking about. Let's look at Errol Spence Jr. Well, remember when Errol Spence wasn't doing a lot of talking? He wasn't doing no talking. Y'all remember that? He wasn't doing a lot of talking. Go back and look at it. He was more reserved. He was more quiet. Right? He got that world title. Hey, we don't need to do more talking for him no more. Right? People didn't realize what kind of personality Earl had because he didn't do a lot of talking. Derrick James, the trainer, did more of the interviews and all, most of the talking. Right? After he won the world title. The goal is accomplished. Hey, Earl, you gotta do more talking at the press conference. They ain't come to see Derrick James. They came to see you. And guess what? Because he was producing in the ring, people wanted to see more of him do the talking. He's a world champion now. And guess what Earl Spence started doing? He started doing more talking at the press conferences. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. And guess what? He captured more titles and he exceeded the $1 million purses because Errol Spence is a superstar. So there's a difference between being a star and being a superstar in boxing. I'm talking about putting certain fighters on a superstar level. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. It's not about nobody else but the fighter. So let that be the foundation on what I'm talking about. It's about the fighter. You see what I'm talking about? It's about the fighter. Let's keep it on that. Nobody get more airtime than the fighter. Can't nobody dispute that. At some point, the fighter has to step out there and get their face out there. It's the same thing y'all was criticizing Boots on. Mr. Pragmatic, we've heard people complain about Boots doing it. Now I'm talking about Devin Haney. Now I'm the bad guy. Some of you same people watching me live in the replay of this live was talking about Boots don't talk. Boots don't do this. He don't even do interviews. Boots did this. Now we talking about your favorite fighter and something different. Stand on what you do. What's good for the what? Goose, good for the gander. I'm talking about superstar level now. See, I'm talking about good business. You don't have to agree. It's cool. See, I gave you examples of superstars. Yeah. Okay, let's use another person. Let's use Danny Garcia. Let's use him. Danny Garcia was doing his job in the ring, right? Being a good fighter. But everybody know Danny Garcia don't do a lot of talking. Who was doing a lot of talking? Angel. Because that was necessary. Huh? It was necessary. Because everybody was looking down on the young boy when he was younger. A lot of people was looking down on Danny Garcia. That's why he came up the hard way. Look at his opponents. Danny came up the hard way and he earned his. Danny Garcia earned his spot. Yes, he did. He came up the hard way. His career was not easy as somebody like a Adrian Broner. I'm talking about his competition level. Danny Garcia came up the hard way. But my point is, he didn't do a lot of talking, right? He became a world champion. He started making more than $1 million purses. And guess what Danny Garcia had to do? He had to do what? He had to come out there and do more talking. He had to get in more interviews. He had to talk a little more slick and trash. That's what he had to talk some trash now. That's what fighters got to do sometimes. It's the facts. And guess what? He got one of them records at the Barclays Center with his name on it. He went to LA, Staples Center, sold that thing out. We're talking Danny Garcia, I'm talking about. You know when he come home in Philly, you already know the numbers he do home. What I'm saying is he's a superstar. You can take him certain places and his fan base gonna follow him around. He's doing more talking. He's connecting more with the people. He's not just pretty eyes, pretty boy, because that's what most people was thinking about him, not giving him a chance. And he had to prove himself because his dad Angel was doing a lot of the talking. But guess what PBC had to have his dad do? Got to tone it down a little bit. Let the fighter get the shine now. We did it already. It's cool. He know how to handle it. Go ahead, Danny. Do more than talking. And you've seen what it did with his numbers, right? His numbers increased exponentially. I just gave y'all 3 examples of 3 superstars who sell out in multiple arenas. Let's be clear here. Let's be clear here. Devin Haney has the potential to do the same. Absolutely. No question about it. His talent in that ring is irrefutable. The young man can fight. I like him too. But it's the antics that come along with his dad. Got to tone it down a little bit. Let the young bull get the shine now. The goals was accomplished. He got the $1 million purses. He got the world title. And he got the talent. Okay, cool. Young bull, get in front of the cameras and talk now. Like you be doing on Twitter. Yeah, see, it's different. Like, see how Tank Davis, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, they ain't do a lot of talking at all. Before they became who they are today, they didn't do a lot of this. They didn't do a whole lot of this. That's my point. Devin Haney do a lot of this. So then, since you know how to do a lot of this, that can translate into you getting in more interviews now. Because you know how to type, you know how to speak and everything. Interviews now. Connect with the fan base now. Yes. So you can reach superstar status. And then while he doing that, see, the tweet ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna just be that. No. You gotta get in front of that camera and talk. Yeah, you gotta talk in front of that camera. So, Dad, both of y'all can't be talking on the camera. Both of y'all don't need to be on stage at the press conference. No, Dad, hold on for a minute. You said you're the brains behind the operation. All right, well, we need you back there then. Stay back there real quick. Let the young boy get that. Young boy talk. No, and I ain't disrespecting him when I say young boy. That's a Philly term. I'm giving him respect. I'm saying he's younger than me. So I'm saying, yo, young man. I'm going to say young boy. There you go. Young man. That's more appropriate. Young man, go out there and talk. Go ahead and speak up to, go ahead, young man. Jump on this YouTube channel real quick. You ain't got to give a whole 3-hour interview. You know what I mean? The same way that his dad can jump on interviews and jump on people's channels on YouTube. All right, go ahead. Fall back a little bit, Dad. Let the young man get a little bit of that. Yeah, we're going to set you up with all these YouTube channels. Go ahead, Dad. We need to see more of him so we can have more of a connection with him and his image and his personality. That way he's going to get the ticket sales at. I'm talking about good business I'm standing on. This ain't got nothing to do with, oh, that's his dad promotion. So y'all trying to take this over there because y'all understand. I understand the business. I'm talking about the good business. That's what I'm talking about. That's all. So what I'm saying is, let us hear and see more of the fighter so that the fans can connect with more of the fighter. I never said Devin Haney don't have his own YouTube channel. I'm fully aware of that. But if he have his own YouTube channel, that's great. Build it. That's awesome. He have his own YouTube channel, right? But that's not stopping his dad jumping on everybody else's. So what I'm saying is, let the young man do all the PR stuff now on the other YouTube channels. You know what I mean? Go ahead and talk to the people. Go on this platform on the YouTube channel. All the ones that's cool with them. He can even come on this channel. It don't make a difference if the channel's small, medium, or large. We need everybody to know that Devin Haney is the best in the world. So we ain't gonna pick and choose who. No, everybody needs to know. But go ahead, young man. Go on, young man. Do more of the talking in the interviews. Yeah, that's right. Because it's about the fighter anyway. So what are we talking about here? Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk about it. What's wrong with that? Because I want to bring you up to what kind of level? Superstar status. Now watch this for everybody that's going to come at me, because I see it in the chat already, and I'm going to see it after this go off, and I welcome it, because I'm going to use it as a teachable moment so you can understand business and good business in boxing. Now let's talk about it. When you doing good business behind the scenes, I'm talking about behind the scenes. When you're doing more talking behind the scenes, you don't need nobody else to talk for you. Did y'all hear what I said? All right. No promoter take more shine than the fighter. I don't care if the person is their father or not. And I don't care if it's under the disguise of promotion. Don't make a difference. Time for the fighters to get the shine. And I'm standing on that. 100% standing on that. We need to hear more of the fighters, because it's the fighters that the fans is paying for. So guess what? If somebody's out there representing a fighter and they say something that somebody don't like, they gonna say, well, I ain't paying for it. Like somebody just said it in the chat just now. They just said that's the reason why I don't really watch a lot of Devin Haney fights or pay or support, even though I like him, it's because of his dad. Somebody just said it in the chat. So that's what I'm talking about. You see? Yeah. Let the young boy get the shine. The young man, excuse me. Because I don't want nobody to misinterpret that when I say young boy. I'm saying young man. Let the young man Devin Haney get more of the shine, so he can have a connection to the fan base. Because the connection to the fan base is what's going to what? Increase his numbers exponentially and turn that young man into a superstar. We don't need Eddie Hearn doing more interviews on behalf of Devin. The young man know how to talk. He know how to articulate. He's a good speaker. I heard Devin Haney 1,000 times speak. The young man can talk. Let the young man talk. And if he want to talk trash to a fighter, let him do it. Because the fighter's going to talk trash back to him. That's what fighters do to each other. We don't need the trainer talking trash to a fighter. Let the fighter talk the trash to the fighters. Let the promoters do the business of promoting behind the scenes. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. See, the game I'm giving is helping the brand. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. See, ain't nobody else on YouTube talking about it, is it? Or are they? That's why you came here. That's why you came here, right? Okay, then. See, we talk about the topics everybody else don't want to talk about. Why not? I'm the business guy, right? I'm only interested in doing good business as a manager, right? Okay, then. I'm an expert, right? Oh, okay, then. So I'm giving you my expert assessment. That's all. There ain't nothing to get mad about. But if you get mad, you know my two famous words of 2024, don't you? Okay. We want to turn Devin Haney into a superstar. Yeah, he's a star, but it's time for him to be a superstar and increase his numbers exponentially. So that means when you behind the scenes, you got to do more talking. Let the fighter do the talking up front now. See, it was necessary in the beginning, but the goals have been accomplished in business, right? Good. So now that means Bill Haney, whoever else talking for him, bring it down just a little bit in public and let the young man uplift himself now in public, while you be in the back doing most of the talking.